Hey everyone, this is Steve from Toniq Labs, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to launch your NFT project on the internet computer without writing a single line of code using the Toniq Mint application. If you don't already have access, the first thing you're going to want to do is come to the Create page of Entrepot, click this button here, Request Access, and follow the steps. Once you are in and have been granted access, you'll be brought to the application itself. You can connect with either Plug or Stoic Wallet. I'm going to connect with Stoic for the purposes of this demo. This wallet does not impact anything other than your login information for this portal and who has access to this information. The first thing you're going to see is your dashboard with all of your collections. If you are a new user, there's going to be nothing here, and you will click Create New to create a new collection. That is the first step. I'm going to show you just with this one I've already made for the purposes of this demo. You'll set your creator name and your collection name, 3 different descriptions that'll show on Entrepot in different places. You're going to want to add in some keywords. Keywords are indexed by the search feature on Entrepot. So if someone were to search Seinfeld on Entrepot, this collection would be filtered into those results. So really take the time to think about what you want to put in your keywords. Your website and social media links, which will be pushed to your collection page, and then your collection images. These can be changed later, but do be sure to follow the dimensions provided. Otherwise, they will be cropped down and may not look exactly how you like. The last thing is your payment information. So your creator fee or royalty fee is the percentage of all secondary sales that you will receive as the creator. For this one, I've set it to 5%, but you can set anything from 0 to 10%. Those fees will go to this address, the wallet address to receive ICP. Please be sure to use an address, not a principal ID, so there should not be any dashes. The wallet address to receive NFTs, it can be the same so long as this is an ICP NFT supported address. So if you're sending your ICP to Coinbase, make sure that this is a different wallet such as Stoic. Once you are all set with this information, you'll come down and save. I'm just going to click cancel because I've already set this up and I'm not making any changes. Your next step is to create a launch. The difference between a launch and a collection is that a launch is just an instance in which NFTs are minted and distributed. So we'll come here and click create. I'm going to decide between do I want a sale or do I just want to airdrop them all. I'm going to go with a sale for the purposes of this video and get started. Launch name is internal. Would I like to airdrop NFTs? Yes. You have 2 options here. You can upload your own list of addresses or add Discover wallets or both. I'm going to do both. So I'll start for Discover users. You enter a portal name, import, and you'll select the roles of people in that portal that should receive the airdrop. So all members of the Steve portal will receive an airdrop. We have 94, we can see here, and confirm. And so those NFTs will show in that user's Discover account under their airdrop section. I'm going to also upload my own CSV list. So be sure to check the template for anytime you're uploading anything and follow it exactly. Uploading a CSV list here. And so I'll use this one, and we see that I have uploaded 55 addresses. So 55, 94, it's the total amount of people that are going to receive an airdrop as part of this sale. Airdrops are random, so the NFTs that you can't choose which user gets which NFT. Additionally, if a user should have multiple airdrops, you just want to put that address on the list multiple times. You can upload either principal IDs or account IDs, either is fine. How many NFTs in total should be minted? We'll say 1,000. This is the number of airdrops plus the number for sale plus the number to be saved for the team. Marketplace opening. So This is unrelated to your sales start and end. This is just when the marketplace should open for secondary trading. My recommendation is 3 days after launch. I think setting a grace period is smart. You don't want to set it for too long, but if you would like to do something else, you can set a custom one. For this launch, I'm going to set 3 days. So after my sale starts, my marketplace will open and people will be able to buy and sell those NFTs when either everything is sold out, that'll happen immediately, or it has been 72 hours from the start of my sale, whichever happens first. Next, you need to decide what to do with unsold NFTs at the end of your sale, if there are any. Two options we have now are save to your wallet or burn. So I'll select that I want these to be saved to my wallet. That'll happen automatically. And then create or share. So do I want to save some for my team? Say yes. This will save the lowest mint numbers in the collection. So with 10 here, I'm going to get mint numbers 1 through 10 sent to my team wallet. This can be really helpful if you have specific NFTs that you've used for giveaways already that people are expecting to receive, and there's no way to include them in the airdrop list with a specific NFT. If you want the team to receive some, but you want it to be random, my recommendation is to include them in this airdrop list. That's really the easiest way to do it. Once I am all set with this page, I'll press save and continue. Now at this point, everything is being saved to the Toniq Mint backend canister, which is running on the internet computer and holds all of the launch details for all these collections. You could actually just use IC Scan to set all this up, but that's not nearly as easy as using the application itself. This next part, pricing groups. Pricing groups are the who, the when, and the how many and how much of NFTs can be bought, right? And so you can have an unlimited number of groups, all that are completely independent, but when they're all added together, it forms one cohesive sale. For the sake of this video, I will keep this to a 2-group sale. I will have another video where I spend the entire time just talking about pricing groups and the different sale models that you can create. I will set up a fairly straightforward and popular one, which is just there will be a private group that starts, let's say, at 3 p.m. UTC and goes till 3:30 p.m. UTC on the 30th. The price will be 0.5 ICP. It'll be a private group, and I'll upload my list of users. So only the addresses on this list will be able to purchase during this time frame at this price. I will not include any bulk purchases, but you are welcome to. And I'll say that each of these users is allowed to purchase 2. So that means that as it is right now, there can be 110 NFTs bought from this group because each user can purchase max 2. It'll stay that way if I leave group limit blank, but instead I'll set it to be 100, which means that only 100 NFTs can be bought from this group. So if 50 people each purchase 2, that's 100, and then there will be 5 people that miss out. For more clarity on that, you can look at the documentation or check out the next video when it comes out on exactly group limits and individual limits. For the second group, we'll just call this the public sale. And this will start on the same day, but it'll end on the 1st. And it'll start at 3:30, so right when this group ends, and it'll last for 24 hours exactly. Price will be 1 ICP. It's public. I'll include bulk purchases, and in fact, let's just ramp them up. And I'll even give a discount. And so you can see on this side, this is price per NFT, and then this is the total price the user will pay for this number of NFTs. I'm going to leave individual wall limit blank, and I'm going to leave my group limit blank, meaning that everyone, because it's a public group, can purchase as many NFTs as they like until this timer runs out. Because this group is the last one to end, that would mark the end of your sale. At that time, because I selected that unsold NFTs should be sent to me, if there are any that have not been sold, they will be transferred to my wallet. When I'm happy with my pricing groups, I'll click Save and Continue. Because I've now set a start date for my sale and it's been saved to the chain, my launch is going to be added to the public calendar for anyone to view. This calendar can be accessed through the Create page. There's Launch Calendar button, which will add it to your Google account. You can also go into the Toniq Labs Discord, where all of these launches are synced with the Discord events, at least all that are in the next 7 days. And then we have a Telegram announcement channel as well that will send you a 60-minute reminder before each sale. I will link those in the description of this video. Asset upload. First is that maximum total file size right now is 10 gigabytes, which is still pretty big to be uploaded to the IC. If you have something that's larger, please reach out to us and we will figure out the best way to go forward. It's, again, not impossible. Theoretically, you can have, thousands and millions of gigabytes of data. It's just not going to be very fast to upload, nor is it going to be cheap in cycles costs. So reach out and we can talk more about it if you have anything over 10. You then have two options, uploading final pieces of artwork and uploading asset layers. For this video, I'll just talk about final pieces of artwork. I'll do another video later on about layers. You can also check out the documentation where there is some information on the asset layer generator. Am I uploading more than 50 assets? This is 50 unique assets. If I say no, and I'll just show you what this looks like. We'll say I just have like 5. And so these are my 5 unique images, but I still want 1,000 NFTs, right? So say this one will be minted 200 times, this one will be minted 200 times, this one 200 times, this one 200 times, and this one 200 times. And so that's 1,000 NFTs, 5 unique. I can then upload metadata, and I'll talk about thumbnails in just a minute. My other option, if I have more than 50 assets, I can come here and I'll say yes. And this just takes a zip file as an upload. You'll definitely want to download the template. It will show you exactly how to structure the file and how to name the file. It's not very complicated. Just follow the naming convention and make sure all files are in the root of the zip. So once you download that, check it out, and then you can upload your zip. Each image in the zip will be minted as one NFT. So if you want one image to be minted multiple times, just make multiple copies of that in the folder. And so while that's uploading, it'll be brought to a page that looks like this with a loading bar. This one's going pretty fast because I used a smaller file. This process can take anywhere from a minute to 2 hours, depending on how much data you're uploading. So don't be concerned if it seems like it's going much slower than it is for me right now. And there it is. Once your zip has been uploaded, just keep an eye out for these 2 buttons to confirm that it was successfully uploaded. If you don't see download zip or delete, there may have been an issue with the upload. I would log out refresh, clear cache, log in, try again. If that still does not work, shoot us an email at support@toniqlabs.com. Metadata. Metadata is not required, but is required if you want to have rarity or filters at any point in the future. There's a template here on how to format it. Following that is really the best way to go. But if there is some sort of issue there, really just do the best you can. Thumbnails. So this is pretty cool. Recent feature and option that we've rolled out. And so this is custom thumbnails. If your collection is static or GIF, so PNG, JPEG, SVG, or GIF, this is not required. It is, however, still optional if you want to upload your own thumbs. Thumbs are the images you see when you're browsing a whole collection versus the detail page of a single collection. The difference is that it is a smaller image, so the requirements are 300 by 300, less than 1.9 megabytes, and that it is not an MP4. So if you want to spend the time and make your thumbnails, as high as quality as possible, feel free to go for it, regardless of what your original assets, what the file type is. If your collection is HTML files or MP4 files, you will need to generate your own thumbnails, whether they be GIFs or static images, as long as you follow these requirements down here, and then make sure that the file name matches the associated larger asset. Then just upload that zip and it'll all be good to go. I would also recommend creating your own thumbnails if you have a collection where your images are not a 1-to-1 aspect ratio. Thumbnails are cropped down to 300 by 300 at a 1-to-1 ratio, or not cropped down, but reduced. And so if they're not 1-to-1, part of them will be cropped off. And so you may want to spend some time looking through your assets and just creating those so that it shows the portions of your NFT that you want to show in the thumbnail. Hope that makes sense. Once everything is uploaded, you'll just click this update button and this will save everything again to the chain. Once you are happy with your launch setup, all your addresses are uploaded, all of your images are uploaded, and pricing's good to go, you will be brought back to the dashboard here, and you're going to want to click this button to submit for review. And you can see that here. Please keep in mind that we need at least 72 hours from when you submit for review to when your launch starts. And we can't make any last minute whitelist updates yet. Working on some tooling in the future to do that, but please just make sure that your info is final at this point until we're able to roll out sort of those next level features. So yes, if everything looks good, you'll click submit for review. And this, what we'll do is we'll get pinged at Toniq that there's a launch waiting for us to look at. Once someone starts looking at it, the status will change to in review. You'll be able to see that on your end. And then once we've reviewed and everything looks good, again, we're really just looking to make sure that everything was uploaded correctly, that your addresses are formatted correctly, and that there's no mistake that could impact the minting automation setup, right? Once it looks good, the status will change to complete. This means that we've reviewed it and everything's solid, and now it's just waiting to be picked up by the minting script. Once it is, the status will change to minting. The actual minting process can take anywhere from just a few minutes to 2 hours, again, depending on the size of your files. It's really the upload that takes the most time. Once it's complete, the status will change to launched. Once it is launched, someone at Toniq will take one last look in the developer environment to make sure that assets were all uploaded to the internet computer okay, that thumbnails were uploaded to the internet computer okay, and that everything that was supposed to happen did happen correctly. This usually only takes a few minutes after a status is launched. But if you do see that your collection is launched and you don't see it on Entrepot, that is why. We are probably just still looking at it to make sure it's correct before turning it on. And then once on, you're good to go. You can create multiple launches for a single collection. So if you only want to launch half your collection now and half later, or a tenth of it now and then a tenth every month for the year, you can go ahead and do that. Once you've been granted access to this tool, it is yours to use. You can create other collections, other launches, and really just start putting your artwork and your projects out there. And so that's going to wrap us up for this demo. I will be putting out more videos in the future on just going more in depth on certain aspects of this tool, because there is just a whole lot you can do with it. And I am excited for you guys to get in there and keep using it. Thank you again.